Let us now go to the next item of the agenda, which is the high note of today, the plenary, with the title, Transmitting Vision to Reality for Sustainable Development of the Niger Delta. I shall have a quick profile of our speaker. It's in our time that our daughters are breaking glass ceilings across the world. A blessed people, a blessed generation. Today, we have invited a woman very much after our hearts, who is first among equals, whose footprints remain a testimony to the Nigeria of our dreams, Nigeria of today. Cerebral and trenchant, a woman whose antecedents resonate across the world. Former coordinating minister of the economy, daughter of two professors, one in mathematics and one in sociology, a true daughter of the soil, whose star has shone so bright as to make many young women want to be like her. A role model plenipotentiary, an excellent mother, an inspirational wife, she brokered the debt relief on behalf of Nigeria from the Paris Club in April 2006. An author of many books, including Fighting Corruption is Dangerous, the story behind the headlines. In 2018, in addition, she carries with her the cultural symbol of our people, aptly named after her, a symbol which I have always embodied, which is the gele. Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, from a veteran broadcaster to an international leading global light, technocrat of no mean repute, daughter of the Niger Delta, in whom we are all pleased, from one gele aficionado to another. You see, I intentionally upped the ante of my gele. Please make welcome a true daughter of the Niger Delta, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, President of the Managing Director of the World Trade Organization, who is ready to deliver virtually to us.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for inviting me to participate in this event, marking the 25th anniversary of the Niger Delta Development Commission. Let me at the outset congratulate the NDDC on the work it has thus far carried out for the people of the Niger Delta. If I'm a bit critical in my speech, you know me, I mean it for good, because I think you have done a lot, but you still have a lot to do. The NDDC was established in 2000 by President Obasanjo as a successor to UNPADEC, which had been in operation since the days of the military government. This was in response to the cries of marginalization and neglect by the people of the Niger Delta region, where Nigeria's oil and gas resources are concentrated. Since then, it has undergone some changes before evolving into its present structure as a parastatal under the Ministry of Regional Development. Oil exploration and production by its nature often poses a challenge for the environment in the form of pollution of the land and waters. Gas flaring is another hazard that the people in the vicinity have to deal with. Recognition of these challenges by the government was therefore a commendable first step, which was backed up by the establishment of a special intervention agency. This agency, the NDDC, cannot afford to fail and let people down, because that would amount to being victimized twice. As is well known, the oil and gas sector accounts for about 90% of Nigeria's foreign exchange earnings and 70% of its fiscal revenue, which is why it is regarded as the lifeblood of the economy. It is therefore essential that the region is given the necessary attention so that the people feel their concerns are being addressed. The goose that lays the golden egg deserves special attention in the form of good infrastructure and social services to ensure there is peace in the area so it can continue to contribute optimally to the economy of the country. In this regard, the purpose of the federal government was to use NDDC as a vehicle for addressing some of the challenges the oil-producing communities were facing, including environmental degradation from oil exploration and production that affects farming and fishing activities, poor infrastructure, and a general absence of economic opportunities. All of this caused a lot of frustration that have affected the operation of the petroleum sector and threatened the prosperity of the country. The NDDC therefore has a very important responsibility, first to the people of the region, to ensure that they positively impact the lives of the people, and secondly, that it leads to contentment that enables Nigeria to optimally earn revenue from its oil resources. The NDDC has the lofty goal of transforming the region. To quote from its stated vision, the purpose of the NDDC is to offer a lasting solution to the socio-economic difficulties of the Niger Delta region. This is what the people will be expecting you to deliver and will hold you to account for. The significance of your event today must be seen in the context of the need to demonstrate concrete results. This is an important opportunity for introspection, to look back and ask to what extent the Commission has achieved its set objectives. I hope that beyond the speeches and ceremonies, you will make an honest effort in this regard to take stock, learn from the experience, and map out a viable future path for improved delivery. The people will be looking at your scorecard. How many quality road projects have you completed? How many healthcare facilities have you executed? What did you do to remediate the environment, and what difference have you made to the economy of the region? From the information available in the public space, NDDC has received cumulatively almost 7 trillion naira between 2000 and 2024. Its website indicates that it's executed 16,000 projects since 2015, covering roads and bridges, agriculture, water supply, and electricity, and so on. There have also been scholarships awarded to young people in the region to undertake postgraduate studies in critical fields relevant to the development of the region and the country. However, the relevant question is, to what extent have the amounts spent translated into improving the lives of the people of the Niger Delta? Available data, 2022, indicates that only 4 of the Niger Delta states, Imo, Cross River, Abia, and Edo, are in the top 10 of the National Human Development Index, HDI, which measures the attainment of states in education, health, and general standard of living. Only 2 of them are in the top 5. According to UNDP data, the HDI performance has been poor for many Niger Delta states, and some even saw a regression between 2005 and 2016. Most of the states in the region experienced a decline, including traditionally stronger performers like Delta and Rivers. The overall regional HDI average fell slightly from 0.564 in 2006 to 0.55 in 2016. Abia and Bayelsa had the best HDI improvements during this period, from 0.54 to 0.62 for Abia, and from 0.49 to 0.59 for Bayelsa, although these are still at relatively low levels. All the states experienced improvements in the education indices, a component of the HDI. The average education index rose from 0.6 to 0.9 from 2005 to 2016. However, life expectancy saw a downward trend in most states. Delta, Edo, and especially Rivers experienced drops in life expectancy. Further, according to data on multidimensional poverty index from the National Bureau of Statistics, quoting the year 2022, the Niger Delta region is home to 23.9 million people, classified as multidimensionally poor, out of the 133 million such people in Nigeria. 60% of households lack access to clean drinking water in the region, compared to the national average of 51%. 72% of households lack access to sanitary facilities in the Niger Delta region, compared to the national average of 69%. Educational attainment, measured as a percentage of people aged 10 years and above who did not complete 6 years of schooling, shows that the Niger Delta has 33%. Although better than the national average of 69%, it is a weak indicator and worse than many African countries. The expectation was that these states, with their huge natural resource endowments from which they receive statutory allocations from the federal government, should be doing better. I'm aware that there is a debate on how much the allocation should be, but it is equally important to see how the amounts currently received are deployed in the interest of the people of the region. I also note that there have been reports of a large number of abandoned projects over the years, probably reflecting poor planning and project design as well as poor execution. I know that this phenomenon is not unique to NDDC, but this cannot be a justification. According to data from a report by the Nigerian Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, (NITI), the rate of project completion is extremely low. The cumulative breakdown by class of projects from 2007 to 2011 shows an average completion rate of only 34%, ranging from a low rate of 19%, Agricultural Development Program, to 2 fully completed projects, jetty erosion reclamation, and skill acquisition and youth development projects. The cumulative breakdown of projects for the 9 Niger Delta states over the period 2007 and 2011, the most recent period for which information is available, shows a percentage rate of completion ranging from 7% in Ondo, 19% in Cross River, 25% in Rivers, to 36% in Bayelsa. Going forward, the Commission has a chance to tap into new areas of growth opportunities in the economy of the 21st century. There are emerging technologies that could be leveraged to improve the delivery of service in the areas of health and education, as well as for better project monitoring and financial accountability. These include investing now in technology and telecommunications infrastructure to improve connectivity to transform this region into a thriving technology hub, to give access to education and health to its people. If this is combined with relevant training and skills acquisition in modern subjects like data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and related subjects, this could increase the employment prospects of young people in the region. The Niger Delta region can be transformed and the economy truly modernized if we refocus the vision and we dream a bit bigger. An important aspect of your work is the extent that you seek synergy with other federal, state, and local government initiatives in the region. This is critical in order to avoid duplication of efforts, given the limited amount of available resources. If the state government is building a school in a town, NDDC could focus on a water or health project. If the state is building a major road, NDDC could provide connecting roads to link neighboring communities to this road, etc. Sometimes it is better to focus on a few big impactful projects than spread available resources thinly across many projects. As Minister of Finance in the administration of His Excellency President Goodluck Jonathan, His Excellency ensured that we secured extra funding to complete sections of the East-West Road, a major link in the Niger Delta region that had been under construction but moving too slowly. Allow me to conclude by once again congratulating NDDC on this anniversary. As a true Delta person from Delta State, married to an Abian from Umuahia, I really feel ownership of what is being done by the NDDC. And as I said, you've done a lot of work. But I will repeat again that a lot more work needs to be done to meet our aspirations as the people of this region. And this can only be done through better project design and execution, through transparent management of available resources. The greatest service NDDC can render to the people of the Niger Delta is to optimally utilize the available resources to transform the region with better infrastructure and generally drive the economic development of its people. You can do it. It can be done. And I must repeat, it must be done. Thank you, and I wish you a wonderful day.